It's not about a wife. Out of every relationship I've ever had in my life, you were the one that hurt me the most. And maybe because my expectations of you were too high. Because once I caught contact with being around you, I couldn't come down from your cloud nine. Your presence was laced with angel dust. Because every time I was around you, I felt like I could fly. Or maybe I was just smoking. Because regardless of the way that you made me feel, I could never be blunt with you. I was always too blown when you blew me, letting my true feelings right shotgun to how I was feeling in the moments when we were together. Because regardless of how I was feeling before I saw you, you always had a way of making me feel much better. And it was for that reason that I began to fall in love with you in the first place. Your arms were like condoms and birth control pills. When I would feel like going nuts, killing depression and providing protection before they can impregnate suicidal thoughts. I guess it makes perfect sense why you were always pro-life. Until you waited until I was alive to kill me with your politics. Convincing me that we can birth the future. Only to be so ashamed of me to make me your back alley abortion. I guess looks can be deceiving. I guess your charm was deceptive and your beauty was fleeting. Because when I first laid eyes on you, I felt cross-eyed, hung up on your looks. Until I took the time to read past the cover of your book and look at your flaws. Only for you to respond by saying that I wasn't seeing straight because I was cross-eyed. But that I was cross-eyed because I wasn't seeing straight as it related to your cause. And it wasn't until then that I paused, took a step back, and realized that the fact my vision was straight. But that you was the one that was cross-eyed. Not because you were seeing straight, but because you were seeing somebody else on the side. I didn't know a sanctified marriage could have peripheral vision. But evidently it does, because not even your husband was getting your undivided attention. I guess infidelity just runs in the blood because your sister is a gold digger, your brother is a hustler, your cousin is a pimp, and I'm starting to wonder whether or not your father is alive. But when you told me that you were not like your other family members, I talked myself into believing that even Gomer was a prostitute. And that if Hosea could find the good in her, then I should be able to find the good in you. So I gave you the benefit of the doubt, put my pride aside, altered my thinking, and asked you out. Dated you. But how did you expect me to honor our relationship if you weren't even honoring your marriage in the first place? And as much as that hurt me, I can't help but think about your husband and the hell that you're going to go through when you face him. And all the hell that you were going to go through as a result of how your infidelity disgraced him. When he starts to wonder who and what you were doing at the time when you called and said you had to work late. Or how he entrusted you to be a steward of his finances, only for the money not to be going where you said it was going in the first place. Or how he's listened to you talk so much about his family behind his back instead of to his face too. I wonder if he'll treat you like you treated me. I wonder if he'll excommunicate you. Out of any relationship I've ever had in my life, it was by you that I was the most hurt. And Jesus was worse. Is the woman that I'm talking about, is your spouse, the church. So Jesus, I'm praying that you forgive them for all the hearts that they've broken. And that people will not give the death penalty to their faith in God because of her. But realize that a church's misconduct is nothing more than a mistrial of your grace. And help all the people that find the church guilty to find Jesus Christ innocent. So people could look at your son and no longer look at your son like I do and say, Jesus, I love you, but I hate your wife.